Okay, let's do this. Hi, if you are coming back, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Casey. Nice to meet you, or nice to see you if you haven't clicked on a YouTube video of mine yet. So hello, how are we? As you can see from the title of this video, I'm making a lot of changes for the rest of the year. And I thought I'd just come and sit down, chat to you about it so that when you see the videos after this, it makes a little bit more sense. And yeah, just want to get into it. So I've got my little drink bottle and I've got my journal and we're just gonna have a sip and chat. So let's chat. Right, the biggest thing that's been happening recently is I quit my job, right? Huge deal, okay? It's a big decision. I quit my job with no other job lined up, or essentially. But looking at all of the sort of details of that, the risks, worst case scenarios, I still think it is the right decision and is still a pretty well thought out decision. So I'm super excited and I have decided to travel for the next 3 months, which is very, very exciting. So we'll get into that more later, dive into that, tell you a little bit more about where I'm going, what I'm doing, who I'm meeting with, essentially, while I'm away. So that's super exciting. But yeah, quitting my job. I've been with that company for 8 years. I absolutely loved my job. I loved the people I worked with. I loved everything about the company. But you know, when you just have outgrown something, there was just no role above me that really suited exactly what I wanted to get into. But also, I don't really know 100% what I want to get into. And I didn't want to get like a promotion for the sake of a promotion. I really wanted to be passionate about the role and pursue things. You know, I started working for them at 20 and I'm now 29. It just is a really long period of your time, right? It's like, it's your whole adulthood. It's your 20s. You grow up so much in those years. And yeah, essentially, I'm really excited for the next chapter. And I don't really know what that next chapter is. But here we are. We're just gonna flow with the uncomfortable feeling of not knowing. It's really my decision. So exciting stuff. Really, when I came to the UK, I really wanted to travel Europe, right? And I wanted to explore this region. I mean, being in Australia and also being from South Africa as well, like that is such a beautiful part of the world. It's very far away from other things. So Australia minimum, if you want to get to another country, you kind of have to fly sort of 4 to 6 hours to get to a different location. And, you know, I'd done quite a lot of travel around Asia, around the areas that were really close to Australia. And I really wanted to dive into Europe with the backpack lifestyle and yeah, so I decided to do that 4 years ago now. I've been in the UK and I have done a decent amount of travel, which is awesome, but I really wanted to see more of everything and I just needed time, essentially. You know, she ain't getting any younger. I'm 29, so still very young, very fit and able to do this. But yeah, I'm just essentially wanting to do it while I can, while I don't have any sort of commitments holding me down and I can just go and explore it. So everything is still staying in place while I'm away. But yeah, I'm backpacking for 3 months. So let's talk about that. So I'm really excited. I actually head to New York tonight. Going with my friend Marissa. We've never been to America before. I am so excited to go to America. I cannot even wait. But also just New York. Like, I want that huge slice of pizza with a New York cap. I want to see Statue of Liberty, and particularly I want to go see the theatre shows there. I'm a huge musical theatre and theatre fan. So we do a week in New York and then I come back for about 3 days and then I backpack around Europe. Pretty big stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of deciding to go all over. So once I sort of said to people, hey, actually, I'm going to take the summer off and I'm going to go to Europe. So many people are like, oh my God, come here. I'm going to Ibiza at this part of the year. Or, oh my God, you have to come to Bulgaria. My friends from Australia, they're wanting to go to Portugal. So I was like, wow, okay, this could be really fun if I like meet this person here, do a month there. And, you know, before I knew it, I was like, okay, I really need to potentially make some life changes to be able to go. And so here we are. Okay, so let's actually get into the backpacking. I, for the first 3 weeks, backpack on my own. So I'm really excited. I'm mostly going to be staying in hostels and I have decided to go to a lot of countries I haven't been before. So that was really the main purpose of the 3 months. I really wanted to go to places I hadn't been before And if I had been before, it had to be for a good reason. I might put a map up and we'll do like a little zip. I started Slovenia, which is such a cool, unexpected place to start, but I'm really excited about it. I will do Interrail, I think, for the first 3 weeks. I worked it out, and the amount of trains that I'm doing works out to be cheaper if I do an Interrail. I haven't actually bought one, but I think that is the cheapest way. I'm going to Slovenia first, and then I head to Budapest, and then I go from Budapest to Vienna. Is that right? Yes. Then I go from Vienna to Prague, then Prague to Salzburg, then Salzburg to Munich, Munich to Zurich, and in between those places, I do also like go to a German national park, which I absolutely could not pronounce correctly, so I'm just going to put the name here. I really want to go to that national park, which is in between Salzburg and Munich. And then I want to go to Zurich as well. So, you know, crazy things like I've never seen the Alps before, and I really want to be in Austria singing The Sound of Music on a mountain. That's essentially what I want to do. And I want to paraglide in the mountains. And then I fly myself to Rome, and I actually meet one of my friends, Steph. So I get to see her for a few days. And then I actually jump on a tour. So I am going to be doing a tour in Italy, and I really chose to do a tour rather than my own travel because there was so many places I wanted to go to, so many cities. So I just wanted a tour guide for most of those things. I really want to like absorb the history, and it is just really nice where someone like has so much knowledge and can just impart that on you rather than like researching yourself every time you're at a different location, different museum. But I also just felt like it was also a nice safe option as a single girl like backpacking to have a period where for 2 weeks I'm, you know, doing this amazing. I put up the map of where I'm going with this trip. Yeah, essentially with the same group of people where I can like get to know some people and feel safe going out and stuff like that. So I do that for 2 weeks, and then I fly straight from Venice where I end the tour, and I go straight to Sicily to meet with my friend Steph again at the end, which is really exciting. And then there is a period there where I think I'm actually going to go for a week to Bulgaria. I'm meeting friends there, so that would be really cool if I knew some locals in Bulgaria. And then from there I will go to Portugal, which is so exciting. I'm actually going to spend 3 weeks of Portugal with my 2 high school friends. I'm going to be coming up from Australia, which is amazing. I have been wanting to do a trip with them for ages, so I'm really excited to meet Lauren and Bella in Portugal. We do 3 weeks, so we do like Lisbon, we do this amazing like little festival on a beach. We go to so many places in Portugal, but we're really like soaking up the sun, and that will be a little bit more of a relaxing, you know, after doing a whole month of history and walking and stuff in Italy. It will be a pretty chill holiday in Portugal where I just embrace the beaches. I really want like the most amazing seafood. So yeah, if anyone has recommendations for the places that I'm mentioning, please comment down below. I really want to go to the best of the best. So if you've got any recommendations, I really want to see everything I can, essentially. So yeah, I do 3 weeks in Portugal, and that takes me kind of until mid-August, and then I'm not really sure where I'm going, but essentially I'm meeting friends in Ibiza in Spain on the 1st of September. So I've got like the mid-August to 1st of September free. I'm thinking Amsterdam because I really want to go to the Netherlands. It looks really cool, just the canals, and that's really where I'm leaning towards. Maybe some friends will meet me there. Don't know, who knows? For someone who's like a spontaneous person, I've planned out all of it. So, you know, I'm like an organized chaos, if that makes sense. And then I meet my friends in Ibiza, and we are then also going to Mallorca at the end of that, or Menorca. Which one is it? I can never remember. Anyway, we're going to islands, the Spanish islands around there, which will be really cool. And that's kind of where I take myself until mid-September. That's when I'm expecting to come back to London for a bit, because I just don't know how I'm going to feel. Like at that point, you know, 3 months of travel is a long period of time, and it's also quite tiring. You're constantly on the go. You know, even though I'm taking 3 months, it is 4 days in each place, or some days I'm only in a city for like a day or 2 days. So, you know, you're busy. You're moving to a lot of places in that short period of time to make sure you see everything within that place. So it's going to be like a tiring trip, but also at the same time like the most amazing trip ever. So we'll just see how I feel. But I do have one weekend planned at the end of September where I go to Paris. and I go to the Rugby World Cup, which, oh my God. South Africa versus Ireland. That's the game I'm going to. How exciting. So I'm going to go to that with some friends from the UK. So that's September. And then I'm going to come and figure life out from there. Anyway, it's going to be really exciting. And most importantly, I am going to be essentially taking you along. So I'm really going to be committed to, once I've gone to a place, put up that video the following week. So follow along with me, subscribe if you haven't. It really, one, helps me, but also it'll give you sort of notifications when I do post. Yeah, it would really help out. Also comment down below, again, like any places that you recommend out of those countries I've mentioned. And also if you have any questions about like the budget or how I've done the backpacking, or comment down what questions you might have about like me deciding to sort of do this, you know, quitting my job, etc. And maybe if I get enough of those questions in the comments, I will do a video answering those questions. But yeah, I'm gonna go do a pack with me now. I have to pack into just a carry-on. I'm just taking carry-on to Europe, so we'll see how that goes. I'm a pretty good packer, but at the same time, I also take too much with me. So that's gonna be an interesting video. So check that one. That one's coming up right after this one. And also pack for New York as well. So it's exciting times, and I'm gonna see you along the way. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.